Howdy everyone, it's me, LB, and I am with the lovely...
Girlfriend, hi!
Yep,
I'm Anna.
here's
I
Anna.
didn't miss my cue that time.
No, you didn't. Well done. I give that a gold star and a 10 out of 10 sticker.
Yay!
Talking about 10 out of 10, look at that. That looks fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an amalgamate of the other three. Now to recap, something happened. And I don't want to remember it. Because it was horrible. But it looks like we can play... Oh, sorry. N, two arrows, the omega sign sideways, A with the squirrely, and I can't even make out the last two letters. It's a lot of squares.
Yeah. New game.
Well, all my loads are still there, which is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if they do anything, though.
Yeah. Alright, let's play the game. I can't read that.
I can.
Really? Yeah, that's I think that's what it says.
It's an approximation.
I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is...
Redacted.
Redacted, yes. That girl is Redacted. My neighbor and good friend since we were children.
Yeah, finally a good time to use the redacted joke and you miss it.
I know, I should have said it, and I've ruined myself, and I'm now going to commit Sudoku. Where does the 9 go? Yeah. We said that at the same time. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works because you've known each other for so long. I think I ruined that in my first time I read this as well. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Knowing why she does that now makes me slightly depressed. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front out of the crossword and let Redacted catch up to me. Oh, cool. Ah, awesome.
Whoops.
Seems like the game had a bug.
Mulligan!
Yeah.
Let's try that again.
Yeah. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. What? Okay. I always tell myself it's about time I meet other girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. So, in the original game, our motivation was pushed by Sayori. In this game, our motivation is pushed by penis. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
LB?
Huh. Hi, Monica.
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. Monica's just self-inserting herself into the story now. She's a Mary Sue.
little bit.
We do know each other. Well, we rarely taught, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Oh, she really
Yeah,
is.
she's a Mary Sue.
Yeah. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so generally feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Like destroying young girls' lives.
Apparently. In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Great work with that little static bit. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry, manga. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, LB. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse, besides the whole fact that a person has disappeared. I mean, what? There's no other person. There's only 3 of them, remember? Yeah. I keep thinking there might be someone else. I mean, the screen did flicker a bit. I think I'm just, I think my mind's just somewhere else at the moment. I should focus on it now. Yeah, exactly.
Too much anime.
Yeah, too much anime, too much manga, watching late night porn. I mean, what? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Ah, yes, sorry. We're in the anime world. We must call porn hentai because clearly we're weeaboos or something. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica, who might have killed someone? Sure, I guess I could check it out, as long as you don't murder me. I mean, what am I saying? Clearly...
Ah! Awesome! Sorry.
It's alright. Continue.
You're really sweet, LB, you know that?
I know. It's nothing, really.
Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Aw. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica, and her an irresistible smile. Something makes me feel like cupcakes. Anyway, I timidly follow Monica across the schools and upstairs, a section of the schools I rarely visit. It looked familiar, being generally used to the third-year classes and activities. Monica's full of energy swings open the classroom door.
I'm back! And I brought a guest with me! Eh? A guest?
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Such a clam jam. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, LB.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? Well, no, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize, but looks familiar. Her small figure makes me think he's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appeared comparably more mature and timid, seemed to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you too.
So, I ran into LB in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, LB?
The girls have a few desks arranged in the form of a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. I also sit next to her as well.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort it takes, to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess, Baka. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same girl. The same goal. I mean, one of them's named Yuri. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. He carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess so.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. But I at least enjoy tea. Man, we're both ruining our words. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, LB, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway.
This is like deja vu, man.
I know, it's weird. It's like something happened. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Huh. I read a horror book once. It was called Doki Doki. I don't remember the rest of the term. I desperately grasped as something I could relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. Now, see, I don't know if you remember, but last time she said she was surprised.
Indeed. But now she remembers.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder
It suits
why.
your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't you say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care, Baka? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea! How about this?
Eh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all, since there was no one else to fill the role. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, LB?
Hold on. There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I'd bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare at me with dejected eyes.
But... sorry, I thought...
Eh? Girls exchange glances before Monica turned back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, LB. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
Hmm. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'll feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club seems pretty relaxed. So writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Wink, wink. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, LB?
Yeah. It'll be fun, alright?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, you really just left it after all this? I would have been super pissed.
LB, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
LB, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. I'm really impressed with this class star Monica with mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between these three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes? A joke. A man walks into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly the girl hated herself for being in love, and contradictions caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time.
I got a completely different poem.
Oh, what's your poem?
Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how blank feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento of the occasion below, and there's a blood smear.
I see. Oh, there's only two girls there. Why would that be weird?
What do you mean?
Well, there's just two girls. There's that space. They could easily, shift the girls over.
Yeah, they could.
They could. Anyway, let's,
Well, there is a third that you can get, but I don't think she shows up for the first poem.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's cool. Unlockables.
And you have to pick specific words.
Ah, I see.
You'll know them when you see it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do a quick save here. Seems weird. I thought I had some load saves from testing. They're gone now.
Yeah, I thought I had some saves too. Oh well.
Alright. Let's make a poem. Beauty. Death. Depression. Pleasure. Breathe. Inside. forgive, flower, agonizing.
Gary?
Yeah?
And you just keep track of who you're romancing.
Oh. Well, without spoiling anything, but totally spoiling it, sorry, Natsuki. I'm sure you're wonderful. But I'm going with Yuri.
Okay. I know there's a different scene if you romance Natsuki for the first poem, and then Yuri for the second. But I don't know what happens if you don't romance Natsuki for the first one. So.
Okay. Well, so far it's 8 for Yuri and 2 for Natsuki.
Well then.
And I could change it up, or I could just go full on Yuri. I mean, you would think they'll have different things for everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Embrace. Do you want me to go, Natsuki?
You can do whatever you want. I'm just letting you know what I know, without spoiling what the scene is.
Alright. I did make a save at the beginning of this.
Mm-hmm.
So I could load it. Load it. I'll follow you.
Oh.
Holiday. Boop. Summer. Daydream. Nope, Daydream wasn't one. Papa. Giggle. Anime. Bubbles. Fluffy. Kitty. Milk. Now I can pretty much say whatever I want because Natsuki's in the lead. But bouncy. Sweet. Dazzle. Love. Bed. Puppies. Jump.
Ah!
Why do you want ya?
Cause I got a jump scare?
Okay. I don't like jump scares.
I don't either! I hadn't seen that! Ah! So what happened was, I got 19 for Natsuki and 1 for Yuri.
Okay.
I'm deeply unsettled because there was a sound with it, too.
Excellent. I'm glad you said sound, because now I can take off my headphones and not be completely terrified. So,
It was a very subtle sound, but...
sound or otherwise, I'm going to take my headphones off. I'm going to be slightly off from the screen. So, yeah, I won't be able to hear anyone. So, one moment.
Well, Pixel is worried about me, so... It's okay, Pixel. It's okay.
Okay, I didn't get it.
That's so weird. It must be randomized.
Must be. Awesome! I thought this
I
game...
can tell you what it was.
Sure.
You know the Happy Thoughts picture?
Yeah.
That just kind of scrolled up and down like a film reel,
Oh.
and there was this weird growling sound.
Huh. Maybe...
Oh my god, that freaks me the fuck out! I'm gonna have nightmares now.
Is this really a good idea?
This is my comeuppance. This is my comeuppance for laughing when you got scared in the previous episode.
Yeah. Well, now I have to worry about that. Alright. Let's,
Oh, I can also tell you a little Easter egg.
Okay.
If you start completely from scratch and you delete Sayori to begin with, like you haven't played the game at all, and you delete Sayori, the game will start up, but it'll just say end, and it'll show Sayori hanging.
Oh.
Like static. When I did this to test it out, because I didn't know what the scene was, I just knew it was something creepy, that something happened. As soon as I launched the game, and as soon as the picture started loading, our dear friend Zoraidoodle sends me a message on Steam in those weird scrambled letters saying stay safe. And I wasn't sure if it was the game messing with me or not. So I messaged her immediately like, please tell me that was you!
Well. Alright, well I've got that ahead of me. Maybe the game...
And then a few hours later, the message showed up on my phone when I wasn't expecting it.
Oh dear.
It was just delayed for some reason.
Alright, well it looks like it's Monica's line.
Hi again, LB! Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last one to...
It's a little tilted, doesn't it?
Please don't say that, my dear. Because I have noticed that before, I just didn't want to say it. I was the last one to...
Sorry.
It's alright, I've got work tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Okay, Yuri face.
Thanks for keeping your promise, LB. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Okay, Natsuki. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. You already have to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know how you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then we won't see the end of it. I can't read that. I know what line it is.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Ryuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops down to her seat.
I'm sorry, LB. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Ooh. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
Oh, no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being cute? So cute. She even booked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Ah, thank you, Room. Your return to normal. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression as she is waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She needs to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica. He never puts any of my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone's just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Ah, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you really are into until you figure out what the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written in your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a long volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curiously, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of marker and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the boxes she is admiring. Parfait girls? I assume that's parfait.
Yeah, that's parfait.
Awesome. It's a series I've never heard in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you gotta judge,
Wow.
Yeah. It's not like there's...
Guy's an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, there could be hidden gems and stuff, but nope, straight up, it has to be out of his demographic or terrible. If you're gonna judge, then you do it without the glass on that door. He points to the glass on the door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It's the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, LB. Consider this a lesson. Don't judge a book. In fact, I see he pulls the first volume of Parfait book from the girl box. I'm going to show you exactly why. He shoves the book right into my hands. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Mizzy grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. He then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. He pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. He crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. I'm so sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer to claim the additional space that she hopes I wouldn't notice. Sure. I feel her peering over my shoulder, even more eager to begin reading than I. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the series. Are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Not like it's It looks like a bunch of friends in high school. Particularly slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Oh no. I'm
What's
worried.
wrong?
I've seen this image, but slightly different. Get this-
Well, go on.
I don't wanna.
Do you want me to read it?
No. My character. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. You say so. I guess it's fun sharing something that you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Hmm? Hmm? You don't? That's not. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I would ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot more effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are all into it. I already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other loser over time. But it's probably harder for me for someone like you. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if she found out this. Oh. Okay. At least it's safe here in the club room. Said Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I can't just win, can I? Well, it pays off in the end, doesn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. It's not like it solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, geez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looked like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. But hey! That's not settling at all. I can't read any of this, my dear. Hey look, it's Monica's line.
Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here.
Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, LB. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
Hey, Theory,
Yes?
I think I'm going to call this a short episode.
Okay.
I mean, nothing bad has happened.
Maybe not on your screen.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. That's going to be fun.
I don't know why I got that jump scare. Holy shit.
There must be some sort of code. That said, you did a thing where you deleted one of the characters, right?
I did! Did it remember?
Probably.
Well, except here's the thing. Originally, I deleted all of the characters except Monica,
Oh,
and then launched the game. And then I tried starting the game. Never mind. With a different combination of deleted characters.
and things happened, I would assume.
No, actually, nothing happened. The character file went right back in.
Oh,
It was still in the recycle bin, but it like remade a copy of the character file.
oh, interesting.
And I tested it, and the only character they don't do that with is Sayori.
Huh. That's interesting. Anyway, I'm going to save this. Yeah, sorry this is a short one, folks. I just have work tomorrow, and quite frankly, I don't want nightmare fuel before I go to work. I'm just glad I didn't get what Anna got. If that happened, I might be a little worse. Anyway.
Yeah, because I also got a more unsettling poem than you did.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah. What does the history say? Oh. Yeah. Can't read that. Anyway. Sorry guys for this as being a short one. I know making the thumbnail for this is going to be fun, because I know what I'm going to do for it.
Uh-oh.
Anyway. See you all later.
Bye!